So today I'm going to do a quick overview here just on the Benzinga Pro. It's something I use daily, actually an excellent news service here, and like Rob was saying, there's a free trial for you guys here if you're interested. This is the main news feed, so as news breaks it pops in here. You can just see SKT just had earnings. It just popped in here at 4:11. You can scroll through the entire day. You can search through specific stocks if you just want to know all the news for Facebook. There's a history of basically every news release that's ever happened, so I'm just going to show you as it's scrolling through. There's quite a bit of information to find for Facebook, but you can see on the 30th, the 28th, the 26th, the 26th, and all the way through. If you want to just go obviously back to the mainstream, you just hit stock go and then you're back on the mainstream again. As news is breaking, they're putting it in there. There's also this cool feature which is right up here, this little audio feed. Basically they've got somebody squawking the news as it happens, so they've got somebody that's really on it. Basically if you just press the button, and you won't be able to hear it, I just pressed it on. It looks like this. You're listening to Benzinga Pro audio. It's just there'll be silence in the background, but then basically as news breaks, somebody comes on and speaks the news. So usually it's a few seconds ahead of their written feed because somebody physically has to type this. The other guy's just reading it as it's breaking it. So it's usually about 4 to 5 seconds ahead of the actual scrolling feed. They also have all kinds of other stuff here under the calendars, and I think I was showing this stuff before, but I'll go through it here again. Just start with the ratings. So every day all your upgrades and downgrades are right here. Basically any maintains isn't highlighted, but the green ones are the upgrades, the red are the downgrades. Scrolling through, it'll show you what the prior rating was, who the analyst is that's doing the upgrade or downgrade, what the current rating is, their action, their current price targets. All the information's right there. You can actually click this button farther to get more information on that specific report sometimes as well. Earnings is all right here, so basically as the earnings come in, they obviously put them into this calendar. This is just today's earnings calendar. You can see like AAT 38 cents estimates. Earnings per share estimate was 36, so they came in at 36 cents, so it was a beat by 2 cents. You can actually filter, and if you want to just see the ones that have beat by the most, you can just click there and it'll show you everything that's actually beat by the least. But you can see by the most, WTM beat by $11.95. You can do it by percentage too, which might be more meaningful. Just scrolling through, and you can see here the ones that have beat or missed by the most amount. So they've got it all set up really, really well. They've also got this importance thing you can click, so you can see all the ones that they deemed the most important earnings of the day. So you can see Pfizer they've got right at the top, Bud, CMI, VLO, AVP, and so forth all the way down. So they've got them just there by importance as well. You can see right now CAVM just broke. It actually just popped on there at the top. So that's the earnings. They've got earnings guidance. We'll show you basically everything on the stocks that have had guidance moves today, what the move is, and what the current guidance is. They've got an economic calendar that shows around the world. Basically every economic report around the world is on here. So this is just today. The economic reports. So there's 46 economic reports around the world. You can hit them by importance again if you don't want to see all the other ones. Obviously, Chinese manufacturing PMI they've deemed the most important. Chicago PMI was there today as well. Ratings we already went through. Dividends, will show you stocks that basically are having dividend announcements. What's happened? American Express announced their dividend there today. So these aren't ex-dividend dates. They're just showing you the different dividend announcements today. It's all today's news basically, and you can filter by your dates, and you can look at previous news here as well. Splits or any stocks that announced splits today, obviously none, but if you take this you could filter it from like March 30th to April 30th. You can see all the stocks that have announced splits in the last month. IPOs, these are IPOs that are announced today. EMES being announced. Events is the only event they've got on there is the Fed meeting, which is going on right now from April 30th till tomorrow there, the FOMC meeting. Retail sales, as these come out, this is typically on your retail sales Tuesday. There's no retail sales been reported here today, but again, if you filtered through, you could find all the previous reports in there as well. FDA, Basically, this is just drug news. They're just getting this one started, so I'm not sure if they have a lot of information here or not, but this is kind of still in a beta. Stock offerings or secondary offerings that are announced today. Neosystem's been the only one. So as you can see, there's a lot of different information under the calendars, lots of different information. Typically the way I'm using it, my main things I'm using are the ratings in the morning. I come in, they're very quick, they're very good. They don't miss too many of them, obviously. Obviously everybody can miss the odd one, but for the most part they're very quick to get them up there. I go to the earnings, obviously, to get all my earnings information. And then I keep it usually just on the live feed, just scrolling through. So as news is coming in, it's breaking right here, and you can just see it just continuously scrolls. So, and a lot of times if there's a stock trading up and I don't know what the news is, what I'll do is I'll just bring it up here, basically, and it'll show me what the news is. We'll just try to see here. After hours, we've got BGC is getting offered down. So then you go into the news feed, BGC Go. It's going to find the news, and you can see here, here's your news, a couple of feeds. 4/11, they broke earnings at 23 cents versus 26 cents. Q2 sales 1.7 billion to 1.75 billion is their guidance. So basically when you see a stock going up or down in the pre-market and you don't know what the news is, I just basically just go in that button, search it, and usually they'll have the news there. So that's basically an overview of the Benzinga Pro. If there's any questions, I can field those now too.